There's something kind of weird going on with this Sims update. So today is patch day for The Sims 4, and we knew that there was going to be an update this week. There's 2 new kits coming out tomorrow, and they always update the game before a pack release. And they also posted a big laundry list a couple of weeks ago detailing all of the major bugs they were hoping to get fixed in this patch. And historically, those laundry lists have come out about 2 weeks before an update. And of course, there's also the fact that The Sims 4 celebrated its 10th birthday about 2 weeks ago, and we all kind of expected they would do something big to celebrate. Turns out we were all clowns because they did nothing. They didn't even acknowledge The Sims 4's 10th birthday. But all of that to say, I think we kind of assumed that there would be an update this week. What's surprising is that it's today? I don't remember a single time The Sims had a patch that wasn't like an emergency hotfix that wasn't on a Tuesday. The Sims follows a pretty strict release schedule. They always do updates on Tuesdays, and they always have pack releases on Thursdays. It's like clockwork, patch Tuesday and then pack Thursday. So it's kind of weird that they're doing the patch today. It's not a big deal, it's just kind of strange for them. And look, I don't want to make this about me, but it is kind of a big deal for me personally. I am literally flying across the entire country today. I'm going to TwitchCon this weekend, so I've got a flight to California today, and they choose now of all times to release this update. So I don't mean to be dramatic, but it better be good, okay? And in this video, we'll go through everything that comes in the update. We'll check out all the new stuff, and I will give you my final thoughts. And if you're interested in stuff like this with The Sims 4 and with Sims news, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. I make videos like this every time there's a big announcement or a big update. I will always be here to keep you in the loop. And speaking of which, there was a big announcement yesterday about a Sims movie about The Sims 5, so I'll link that down below for you in case you want to go back and watch it. So I always start these videos before the update actually comes out, and we kind of go on a journey together. We don't actually know that much about this update yet. They did mention this update in that big announcement blog post from yesterday. They said on September 18th, 2024, our players can expect another major release of fixes alongside an exciting base game update. So I'm not a clown for getting excited today, right? I will admit that I was a clown 2 weeks ago. I had like hyped it up a lot in my head that we were gonna have a huge 10th anniversary update, and then we got nothing. But in their words, exciting base game update. So I'm hopeful there will be some actual free content in this update. In my heart and in my dreams, I keep thinking that it's gonna be a swatch update, but that might be a little bit too far-fetched. What we do know is that they're gonna be prioritizing a lot of the bugs listed on this laundry list from a couple of weeks ago. And this is a long laundry list. There is a lot of stuff on here. So hopefully we'll have a pretty big batch of fixes for a lot of things that have been heavily requested by the community. It's happening. The update is downloading now. It looks like it'll finish any moment. It's going pretty quickly. Okay. It's applying the update. I'm always sat here like right at 1 o'clock refreshing my computer waiting for the update to come out, and we don't even know what's in this update yet. So we're gonna find out together. We'll dig around, we'll look for anything new, and then we'll talk about the patch notes once they release. You might be wondering, Kayla, why are you in a different shirt? And that would be because it's actually a different day since I recorded the intro of this video. As we speak, I am literally right about to leave for the airport because I'm flying to San Diego for TwitchCon today, but I still want to make a video about the update, so I tried to record what I could yesterday in advance. Mods disabled, okay? Ignore the ghost, okay? Don't worry about her. I wish they would mark stuff that's new in the base game, because I could dig around in CAS all day looking for new swatches, looking for new anything, but it's just not obvious when the update first comes out. And yeah, I could wait like an hour for the patch notes to come out and then they'll tell me, but I don't want to wait. I'm impatient. I want to see it now. I want to find what's new now. I have been dreaming about this 10-year anniversary update for months, and I have in my heart that I think there's going to be a swatch update. There's no reason to think this. It's just me being like, please, I hope there's more swatches. I've been begging them, begging and pleading to get more swatches on the base game counters, and it looks like there's not gonna be any. The bed? No. The couch? No. Oh man. I'm literally scrolling through every single thing in the base game, just looking in case I see any new items. I think this update is mostly just bug fixes, but I am fully convinced there will be something new. And I think I might be wrong because I'm not seeing anything new in the build catalog. I might have scrolled past it, and it could very easily be swatches. I just haven't looked at all the items. Well, here's something. So back in May, they enabled this option to run The Sims using DirectX 11, but it was opt-in exclusively. So you had to like set it up to run it on DirectX 11. Now they've changed it, so by default, it will always run that, and you can opt back to DirectX 9 instead if you want to, with this little setting option in the menu. The point of that is to help the game run better, basically. I'm not super smart about all of these behind the scenes processes, but I will link an article down below about the DirectX 11 thing in case you want to read more about how it works. But that should hopefully be an improvement. The game should run a little bit better now. Okay, this is interesting. So the Reaper's Rewards event isn't supposed to start until Tuesday, but it'll be in the game from today because they had to add it in the update. So from what we know so far, it sounds like this is going to be similar to that daily login rewards event from a couple months ago, but maybe there's more gameplay involved. Work with Grim to discover the secrets of Ambrosia, earn event points, and unlock bone-chilling rewards. Already in this, I'm seeing a coffin, a bike, new eyes, and then maybe like a new stereo. Get ready for a free limited time event where you'll need to venture into live mode to participate. The Grim Reaper is reaching out to you, but don't be afraid to answer since it seems Grim wants your help, and you'll be rewarded for your efforts throughout the event, with one being a brand new lot challenge, Scare Seeker, where Sims will get excited instead of scared while on the lot. Interesting. So here's kind of a look at the different rewards. So it looks like there'll be different tasks in each week. In week 1, you're gonna have to help by learning everything about Ambrosia and then reading the Ambrosia Society newsletter. And as we earn these points, we'll get different prizes. From here, I'm seeing what looks to be like a gardening skill book. So some of these are not gonna be like new. Some of them seem like things we already have, like the potions too. But then there's a couple of new things like this freezer bunny toy, the radio, the coffin. Maybe these are some new pants. So the event's gonna run for 8 weeks and there'll be 2 quests each week. And as the weeks progress, you'll continue to unlock the secrets of Ambrosia and eventually learn how to cook it. So the whole thing is just gonna be about cooking Ambrosia, it sounds like. Oh, there's 6 weeks of quests, but there's 2 extra weeks at the end, so you can catch up if you missed anything. So it'll last for 8 weeks total. Oh no, here we go. These are the rewards. Okay. So in week 1, it looks like there's the radio, some new earrings, and then maybe that lot challenge they talked about. So a lot challenge where your Sims are thrill seekers on the lot. In week 2, there's a pair of pants and maybe a book. In week 3, there's shoes and a bike with a cow plant skull on the front. In week 4, there's a new picture, and there's also maybe a Grim Reaper tattoo. I can't really tell because the picture is so small. In week 5, there's a shirt and then some sort of fancy drink. In week 6, there's eyes and a coffin. And then there's also limited time bony collectibles that you can try and find. Oh, they literally say what the things are. Okay, if I had read like 2 seconds further. So week 1 is the Grimophone, the Earrings of Imminent Demise, and the Scare Seeker Lot Challenge. Week 2 is Trad Goth Jeans and the Green Lady's Lost Tome, which allows you to gain skills in gardening, cooking, and fishing all at once. So it's like an OP skill book. In week 3, we have the Trad Goth Buckled Boots, and also Grimm's Cruiser Bicycle, this is called, and also a portrait of Lady Mimsy. She's the fancy ghost in Get Together in that like fancy chalet that you have back in Windenburg. There's a Trad Goth button-up and a spectral spritzer drink that will turn your Sim into a temporary ghost. Oh my gosh. And there's a death flower in it. Prowling Peeper's Eyes and a casket of quiet repose. So is there gonna be a base game casket now? Because that's actually really cool. The only ones that we have are from vampires, so anybody can get a casket through this. The rewards are really free, so as long as you play with the event, you can get the rewards. You have to be logged into your EA account, so it'll save them to your account, which is an improvement from last time because before they were locally saved, so you just had to keep the file on your computer, and if you got a new PC, it would be gone. It sounds like with this, if you have to reinstall The Sims 4 on like a new laptop, you'll keep your rewards because they're attached to your account instead of saved locally. They also clarify that SDX drops aren't going away, so we'll still get free content in other ways, but this is also an additional fun way to get us new stuff. The event goes from September 24th to October 12th, and they kind of have a Q&A about how it works, how it's gonna go, so I'll link this down below in case you want to see more info. I think last time I was kind of annoyed about the possibility of people missing out, but I do like that this runs for a while, so there's time hopefully to catch back up. And I really like free stuff, and I really like the Grim Reaper, so I'm excited about a Grim Reaper themed special event. I'm curious to see how the gameplay will actually work. We'll make make videos about it and kind of test it out as it's happening, or maybe just one video. I'm not sure. I don't think it's gonna be like a multi-video thing. I don't think it's gonna be too hard to finish it. Based on those hints from week 1, it sounds like it might not be too difficult to complete, but we don't really know until we've seen all of it. So I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on this in the comments down below. I will also link down below the video that I made about the previous daily login event. I'm always going back and forth on like, wow, this kind of stinks if people have a chance to miss out, but also it's cool to like reward players, and it's a fun way to celebrate the new expansion pack coming out. And anytime there's free content that's available to everybody, it feels like a win. But it's hard to say my final thoughts and how I actually feel about it now because I haven't seen it yet. I've just seen the announcement. And thankfully that starts once I'm back from TwitchCon, so at least there's that. I have managed to find a couple of other things. Less exciting, they changed the store page for some reason. I don't really know why. I also don't understand what these little pop-ups are. I think that those pop-ups have to do with the early bonus content, but it looks like I don't have it for Horse Ranch, and I know I do, so that's why it's throwing me off. It also looks like there's almost like a haze on top of all of them. It's kind of weird. They're not as bright as they used to be. This obviously is not a huge deal. It's just a simple thing. And there actually are at least a couple of new things in build mode. First of all, and I know I'm still on that swatch thing, you know this couch? This couch previously only had 3 swatches. It used to have this green one, the beige, and then kind of like this orangey color, but they've added a ton of additional swatches to this base game couch. It looks like they're most of the regular base game swatches, like all the ones that will match the other couches. This is such a huge change. I love this couch. It looks like such a normal couch to me. This one looks kind of like hard plastic, but this looks more like something a person would actually own. Weirdly, it's a career reward from the Tech Guru career. So to use this, you have to use the career unlocks cheat. That's bb.ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. And that's an annoying cheat. So you might want to Google that so you can copy and paste it if you're not familiar. But this is a really nice couch. And I can't believe that for 10 years, we only had 3 colors and now we finally have some more. So that's huge. And then there's quite a few new door and archway options. So we used to only have a couple different bathroom doors, but they just made a plain version as well. So there's a plain one that still has the base at the bottom and also a plain solid door. And it's literally just like a plain skinny solid door. It's also only 50 simoleons. So that's now the new cheapest plain base game door, so that's kind of useful. I'm gonna come back to these archways, but I'm just noticing this. This is a new sliding door. Oh my god. Before, we used to only have this one that's like really small for short wall height, and I used to get so annoyed because there's like a gap above the top of it, but there's a new one that fills the whole short wall height. I literally used to use the medium wall height door. I used to use this one on short wall height and just like let it clip. Ooh. I mean like this. I would just let it clip like that because I wanted the door to fill the whole wall. They made another one. I'm so glad. That's also only 50 and the smaller one is 140. That feels like an oversight to me. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. You keep that to yourself. You understand? It can stay cheap. I'm fine with it staying cheap. Okay, well, the other big thing is that we have a ton of new archways as well. This is the first time that we've gotten like big, full filling the wall archways for short wall height. And these are all base game. So these are the same as this regular base game arch, just basically scaled up to fill in more of the wall. And we have a couple different variants. We have like the plain sort of modern one, but also one that has a slightly fancier trim to it. And they really do come in a whole bunch of different sizes, and they come in all the same swatches. So that'll match what we're used to building with, but we just have some more size options now. And they did the same thing for medium wall height. So we have a bunch of new different archways for medium wall height. We never had any of these before. There was basically like no archways in the base game for medium wall height. And now we have even more of them for tall wall height. This is so nice. I wasn't expecting like an arch update today, so that's pretty cool to have more doors like this. So this is everything that I've been able to find so far. I'm literally looking through every single category trying to see if I can find oh my gosh, there's small versions of the bars. We never had this. Look, 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 look. Before, this one only came in giant. They made a matching version that's small. That makes such a big difference. Same with this. This one used to only come in giant as well. Oh, and they gave us a giant version of this one. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to explain this better because that makes no sense. Basically, before, we had a couple of different weird bars. Essentially, we had this, but now they've given us a whole bunch of different extra options. They've made like a smaller version of this bar that we only had big. They've made a big version of this bar that we only had small. So now we have a lot more bar options. So they'll be easier to use because they've given us more that fit better. So we now have both sizes of every single bar, and we even have a single tile size of this bar. So that's pretty good. This is kind of small as well, and it's not base game, but before, a few of these items from Lovestruck were not tagged properly. So if you filtered by Lovestruck, they wouldn't show up. They fixed that now, so they're tagged, and when you filter by the pack, you'll be able to see them more easily. A lot of people that have Lovestruck have maybe never even seen these items before. They've been in your game, it was just hard to find them. So that's gonna be a little bit easier now if you have that pack because they're actually correctly tagged. It only took them multiple months to fix that. I don't understand why they still haven't posted the patch notes. It's been a full hour now since the update came out, and they haven't posted the list of all the things that came in it. I think it's because The Sims tries to wait until the update is rolled out across all platforms to give out the list of what came in it. But sometimes other games will post the patch notes like a full 24 hours before the update even comes out. So I don't really understand why The Sims chooses to wait. I think if it were me, I would post them immediately just because then everybody has them. And you know they've written them. Like, they're not just trying to rush and write it right now. They prepped this far in advance. So it's just kind of weird. I found something else though. We've got a matching chair, and this chair always came in different colors. It had this green version, this beige version, and the red version. And then you'd think that the couch would match exactly, but no, these were the original set of 6 swatches, and now the chair has all of the swatches, so it actually matches and it's actually usable now. So that's huge. I'm gonna use that chair all the time. I'm kind of sad that this patch is happening today because now I just want to build, but I'm going to the airport. I just want to play Sims, and I'm not gonna be able to like all weekend. I hate when this happens. All I'm gonna want to do is build with the new kits and then play with the update, and I can't. This video is all over the place, but I found something else. It looks like they added more swatches to every single range hood in the base game. So before, a lot of these only had a couple swatches, but they went through and added more to all of them. So this one previously, I think only came in these maybe top 3, but now we've got some more different metal variants and like a solid black version. This one used to only have a couple, now it's got a ton more. All of the hanging ones have new swatch variants as well. This is making me realize that there's a lot more range hoods than I thought there were. As I'm doing this, I'm like, wow, there's a bunch. And this one used to only have 1 swatch, and now it's got a bunch of extra metal ones. It used to only have that plain silver one originally. Wow, what a huge difference that's gonna make. You can fit these in like any style of kitchen now. What? Oh my god, there's a terrain paint. What? There's a bunch of terrain paints. Hold on. They gave us a ton of new gravel terrain paints in like all the different colors. Before we only had the 1. So they gave us a bunch more different gravel terrain paint swatches. Plus we have these new grassy paver terrain paint swatches. It's weird that they're not swatched. They like come in fully separate terrain paints. Although I guess all the terrain paints are like that. They're not usually in swatch categories. Interesting. Well, look at all these different terrain paints that we have. I'm amazed by that. Some of these are ones that we had like floor tile variants of, like the gravel and these two, but I don't think we have a floor tile of this, unless we have a floor tile of that now. I suppose that's possible. No, never mind. There's not. I'm looking at a couple other things, and I'm wondering, because we got a curtain update with swatches a while ago, but they didn't do all of them. Like these two never got the curtain update. They never went back and fixed those swatches. Do you remember if they did these blinds? Because it looks like there's more swatches on this curtain, and I feel like I don't remember this one having been updated. But maybe it was and I just don't use it because I don't like the shape of them, because that's possible too. And not all the curtains are new, because these ones had their swatch update like a year ago, but I think that maybe these are new. This one too! Oh my gosh! I think that they fixed all of these. These never had other swatches before. Oh my gosh, that is a huge difference. To have that pretty pastel pink. I think this one definitely has new swatches. They still haven't gone and fixed any of these extra ones. They need to do all the curtains again. But at least this set, it looks like they fixed this set with some more swatches. Oh my god, finally, the patch notes are out. Okay, we can actually see everything new in the update. Oh, they posted a video? Oh my gosh, that's helpful. Let's watch this. Okay, I think they'll show it off better this way. If only they would have posted this an hour ago, we could have saved so much time. Oh, there's more swatches on this sliding door even. Oh, cool. The cupcake machine. They added more swatches to the cupcake machine. I'm gonna start crying. Oh, they added more swatches to the book stacks too. So the school binders, that antique tome, the notebook, and the plain book stack all got new swatches. All of those curtains that we found got new swatches. There's 650 total. What? What? Are you kidding? I'm amazed. This is what I wanted. This is my dream. It's better than I ever imagined. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see the cupcake machine thing coming. That is a real shock to me. Before it only had 3 and they added some new variants. They even have a pretty pink one. That's so fun. What a dumb thing to update. I'm so glad they did that. I'm gonna skip past the bug fixes because we've seen that from the laundry list, and I'll link this down below in case you want to read the whole thing. I want to see the updates to build and buy mode. So I think as far as new items go, we saw all of those earlier on. We got the new door frames, the new door, and the new bar size changes. That's what the Delight and the Sloop Junior are. I think that these moss floor tiles are new. I think there's a few new grass ones as well. We've got these different mossy textures for terrain paint. I missed that. So in total, there's 10 new different ground cover terrain paints listed here. And there's new variants on all of these different items. So they've added new swatches to so many things. Okay, so first of all, this full set of all of these different items has got a bunch of new swatches. So before, I think it only had 3 variants. Now they've got 6. So we've got this kind of cute pinky one plus a brown and more of like a midnight black. And they've got matching versions for all of these different items. So we've got a lot of new colors here. Even this little balcony has some new colors, so that's kind of cute. They also added new swatches to all the columns to match that new style. So we've got that kind of cute pink color now for columns. So that's interesting. My fence gate! Oh my god, they finally fixed the fence gate. This thing used to only come in 4 swatches. It had brown, dark brown, white and brown, and white and blue. There was never a plain white swatch. I might start crying. I'm so excited. They even added more swatches to the spandrel. So believe it or not, before, this one never came in a solid wood color or a solid white. Oops. It used to only ever have the fancy versions with the extra colors. Now it comes in some solid plain colors, so you can actually use it with like a plain wood. A couple of the exterior trims come in some extra colors as well. They added new swatches to this window, so it's got kind of a cute pink accent, and they also updated all of the mega windows. So all of this style has some extra swatches too. They all have a pink version now, plus some extra wood colors, but I don't care about that. I care about pink. We even have pink stairs. They literally updated everything a part of this mega set has new swatches. Everything from this set has new swatches. Even the base game fence got an update, so this one has more colors too. Apparently this narrow slatted fence got an update. There's a pink version of the little tiny fence. Literally everything comes in pink now, even the big one. Oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed. This is a cool update. This video is so bad. I'm really sorry, honestly. So obviously we had seen the stove hoods and the curtains. A lot of build items got some updates. And last, we have some new swatches on these different book stacks. So we never used to have that many swatches on these. There was only a couple, so they've kind of improved this. So we've got some more on the notebook, and we also have some more on this plain book stack. So it should be a little bit easier to use them for clutter. Overall, this is a massive update. Like, so many things got new swatches. I think I've shown off everything, but again, they listed all of the things that have new swatches here. Lots of gates, fences, windows, all of that kind of stuff got new swatches, plus a couple fun little items. Oh my gosh. Okay, so to recap, we learned about that Grim Reaper rewards event that's starting next week. They added a bunch of new archways and doorways, and they also added 650 new swatches onto a bunch of different items, mostly doors, windows, gates, like exterior architectural elements, but also a handful of clutter things like those books, the cupcake machine, the couch that we've wanted so bad. And overall, it's a pretty solid update. I feel like I haven't done a good job of covering it just because I'm in a rush trying to post this before I leave for the airport. So if I've missed anything, let me know in the comments so we can all discuss it together. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I'm seriously so sad. All I want to do is build, and I'm not kidding. I'm gonna leave right now. Like, I'm gonna stop recording and then leave the house. So I can't. I'm so jealous of you getting to play this weekend. Okay, so I think that's everything coming in this week's update. I'm really trying my best to get this video out to you as fast as possible, despite me literally having to leave for the airport like right now, hence me recording the intro and the outro the day before the update. But hopefully the update was good and future Simsie was pretty excited about it, because right now, past Simsie's hopes are pretty high. As a quick update, there are kits coming out tomorrow, but I'm gonna be in San Diego for TwitchCon. Normally, I make kit videos day of, like immediately immediately after release, but I'm gonna be busy tomorrow, and I also don't know how the internet situation is gonna be at the hotel. So unfortunately, I think I won't have a kit video up for you until Friday. I am so sorry. This is my first time being away for a pack release. I feel like I'm failing you, but it's just really unfortunate timing with the convention. But I will be making a video from my hotel room. I've got the Sims on my laptop. I packed a microphone and a camera and a mouse and mouse pad. It might not be that good because it's still gonna be a hotel room video, but I'm gonna try, okay? So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that and any other future Sims news or announcement type videos. Thank you for watching. Have the best rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody. Seriously, I know we keep joking about how The Sims is doing this on purpose, but like, it's kind of starting to feel intentional. One time it was funny, 2 times it was funnier, but now this, I think they hacked into my calendar.